Okay, welcome back to K24 This Morning. We are still discussing your money and your finances, and we are focusing today on the Kenyan saving culture. We always complain every single January, oh, hatuna pesa. But why is it? It's because hatujajipanga. And Kennedy Mufasa was saying the same thing. Frido, of course, a personal finance coach, and also from Passion Profit, saying the same thing. And we also have Abraham Muthoga, who's an economist, telling us that sometimes we need to start thinking out of the box as far as saving is concerned. And there's something you mentioned before we went off that was making a lot of sense. It doesn't matter when your income comes, as long as you make income, even if it comes once every quarter. You know, nuojipange venye utasave. But Kennedy, I want to throw this one to you in regards to the same saving culture. Okay. A lot of people save their money. You were saving to buy that amazing computer so you can, you know, become that awesome graphic designer. But a lot of people save that money to actually spend it in December, to go for the holidays, to go to Diani, Masai Mara, and God knows where else. Yeah. For you, you're never tempted to do those things? Because actually, your priority is different.
No, I actually did them. And the idea is...
Thank you for
yes,
saying
I did
that.
them. Like I saved and bought a watch.
Yeah.
You get,
saving is not a punishment.
It's not a punishment.
No.
It's supposed to help you
do the things
you love doing and enjoy doing. Yeah, like save so that you can go for a trip. Save that you can buy your mom something. You get so
eat in a nice restaurant every now and then.
The idea is, yes, exactly. Yeah.
I just had to throw that.
The idea is to save so that you can enjoy the things that you want to, and also for the discipline, like what it makes you in terms of you have this endurance. You get people ask, how do you do this every month? Yeah, and you feel proud that you're actually doing something worthwhile. So saving is not just only for investment. Yeah, you can save so that you take your family. That's investing still. You're investing into the joy of your family by taking them to Diani, places they've never seen. Yeah, and doing the things that they've never done before. All right. That's part of it.
So the money that you used to take them to Diani and Masai Mara and God knows where else, is it the money that you have saved, or is it money that you have earned in terms of salary mengia? So salary mwezi ni Diani.
No. Like for example, so in January you decide what you're going to do with the savings before even putting the first 100 shillings. You know, I'm saving so that I buy a computer. I'm saving so that I have 50,000 to take my family for a trip. I'm saving so that I can even pay an extra month of rent or put that into my investment in whatever investment I'm doing. So before you even start saving, you have to have a strong reason, a strong why. Yeah. And purpose is everything. If you have purpose and vision, you kind of like just everything becomes easy. Right. Yeah. So you save for many reasons apart from just investing. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Frida, you said that people save for a rainy day, right?
That it will rain.
And it will rain.
And it will rain.
It will rain.
It will pour, actually.
I think for a lot of Kenyans, the rainy day inakuanga either sickness, diseases and illnesses, and sana saa zingine harusi.
Harusi si rainy day. Harusi si rainy day. Actually,
Harusi is a rainy day.
It is not a rainy day. You can choose your rain when it comes to harusi. Yes. You don't have to have harusi at 5 million. Yeah. You can have harusi, cut your coat according to your cloth. Yeah. Because you know one day you want to get married. Okay, forget one day that you are cutting.
Everyone wants to get, okay, not everyone. But
everyone, I don't know about everyone, but the people who want to get married know. Yeah. See, they're dating. Yes. They know at some point they're going to do a premarital class that they will talk to them about their budget. Right. I really like the conversation that he says. He does not talk about saving without the income, which is very important. So people who are going to get married need to know each other's income. Right. And what is going to happen after that wonderful day, people dancing around you. All right. So do you have enough to create the kind of wedding you want? Yeah. Because I find it extremely unfair to gather people, a committee, and then now start harassing people. You know, to panga your wedding.
And WhatsApp groups.
No. And then WhatsApp group. Like Frida marries Fred. Watch our jipangi, you know. And I know it sounds really harsh because of our culture, but I've lived abroad and I've lived at home, and I found that at home we have the Harambe spirit, which is great, but we can channel it into things like saving. Because a wedding is just one day, first of all. Apart from being one day, the two of you are going to continue living together. So you need to be very real and authentic about your finances and what you can afford. Because if you're starting off on a field that you're saying, we're going to get our friends to contribute for this, and then, so are your friends going to contribute for how you live? I don't think so. Or are they?
No, they won't.
You know, well, I don't have friends like that. I think they know me. But I think it's something I don't condone.
Yeah.
And I don't say people shouldn't do it. But I just think it's more honorable if you're going to get married. It's like going to have a child.
Okay.
You know, it's 9 months you're going to have the baby. Si unajipanga.
Yes.
I have 3 children.
Yes.
When I
and
had
ulijipanga for all 3?
Nilijipanga for all 3.
Okay.
When the first one, those days Nairobi Hospital was 8,500.
Really?
Yes.
Take me back in time.
8,500. My firstborn was 8,500, and I was earning 4,500.
Yeah.
But I did his style. I started saving because I knew the 9th month I'll have to have a baby.
Yes.
There are other hospitals I can go to. But you know, there's this thing about your firstborn.
Yeah.
Right? So unajipanga. So wedding also. All right. You figure out we are going to court for this long. We are going to get married at this time.
Yes.
How much do we have?
Right.
If your family wants to support you, that is one thing. But now ile inafika committee lazima ikuje, you are meeting every week, it becomes everybody's burden. They're event planners.
Yes.
Save your money, choose an event planner.
Jipange.
Allow us to just come and enjoy the wedding.
Right.
You know, jipange.
Yeah.
I think there's enough opportunity to plan for the things you want. Just like he said about passion and purpose and vision.
Right.
For everything you are doing, why am I doing this? Why do I need extra money?
Yes.
So that even when you're saving, you're not saving for a rainy day. You're saving because you want to take your children, you know, to whatever schools. You talked about health and illness, which is very sad. There's insurance. You can save, you can put your money towards an insurance for those kind of rainy days.
Right.
And at Passion Profit, we have what we call a life quadrant. In the life quadrant, there's 4 Fs. The first F is for fun because
4 Fs like F for
Frida.
father. Okay.
F for Frida, F for
right.
father.
F for Frida. Okay.
Or F
so
for
4
frog.
Fs.
4 Fs. So the first one is fun. Because when we talk about money and things like this, we're always talking about saving for a rainy day. It doesn't always have to be rainy. So in the fun quadrant is who are you? Who are you becoming? What are the things that you love and enjoy? How much do you need for that? And what are you going to do about it? All right. And then there's the family. In the family quadrant, it's not just your immediate family, but your community. You know, your friends, your social, you know, your social life. What kind of community do you want to create? Your networking, you know, your boys club, your girls club, and then you have, there's fun, which is you.
Yes.
Then there's the family.
Yes.
Then there's the fortune, which is your income, your assets, and your liabilities.
Okay.
And then the 4th F is your foundation. Because see, when we talk about having different wallets, there's the wallet, the profit wallet has to have a CSR wallet, your impact. In the foundation quadrant, it's your legacy.
Even as an individual, the one that needs to have CSR.
Yes.
Even as an individual.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because then you see, it's not, because there's that person you can pay school fees for and they'll breathe easier. You can buy for them books. You can buy a meal for them. Okay. It doesn't have to be every day.
So it's charity, basically.
It's charity.
Okay.
And you can, every time you have an income, like he said, he encouraged us to save 100. You can say 100 will be for the fund quadrant, for the fund quarter, but for the legacy or foundation quadrant will be X amount, 50 bob, every time I get money.
Right.
So that when somebody comes, I have a funeral, I don't have school fees. So you're never saying I don't have.
Okay.
You have that to take care of that. And when that is not there, you tell them when it's going to start building up again.
Yes.
I can't do it right now. But you can't be that. You can't do it every day.
True. Just even to add on that, there's a formula which is called 70, 10, 10, 10, which adds up to 100.
Yeah.
And 70
this is percentages.
Yes, 70 can be your operational stuff, paying rent and all of that stuff. They need to have exactly. They need to have a 10 that I said minimum. You can save more than 10% if you can. Yeah. But you save that 10. There should be some for personal development, read books, attend seminars, do online courses in that 10. Then the other 10 is for helping, which I think
CSR, the
CSR,
charity.
Yes, and it's really powerful. Like helping, even what it does to you is really important. It gives you peace of mind also. Yeah, helping people who you don't expect anything from is really has a magic, adds magic to the human soul. Yeah, like helping people who you don't need anything from is really good. Right?
Abraham, there's what not everyone can live like Kennedy here in terms of I have 70, 10, 10, 10, where I have 10 for charity, 10 for saving, and 10 for personal development, then 70. Because for a lot of Kenyans, and let's be honest, guys, a lot of Kenyans, 100% pesa inaingia hivi kama imetoka hivi. And actually unabaki na negative because you know, HELB, Higher Education Loans Board, is on your behind. Yeah.
You know, I said 100%, not 100,000.
No,
like,
no,
even if you're earning 10,000, you can still do
because 100% for you could be $1 million, 100% for me could be 10,000.
I wish.
You know, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, of course. So if I have all these expenses, and we know there are guys who they have loan after loan after loan. Maybe for Mufasa here, it's party after party after party. But Kunamse, to be honest, they cannot even have that CSR because they are the ones who need that charity. There are guys who cannot even save that 10% because that 10% is probably the only thing they have between them and poverty because everything else has gone to paying you know, bills and stuff. And we know guys sleep hungry.
But which comes to exactly what he said before. You see, loans don't happen in a vacuum.
Yes.
He said this saving thing is about income and expenses.
Right.
All right. So now you can get a loan. You take loans to leverage your money, to grow your money.
Yes.
All right. So if you're taking more loan than what is coming in, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
So it's important that we have this conversation separately. Is it possible that somebody has more loans than income? It is, but there's always a starting point.
Yeah.
All right. There's no harm in speaking to the people that you owe, and finding out, is there a way to restructure? But this person needs to be honest with themselves, because I find that we start looking at HELB as a, you know, as the problem, or Fuliza as the problem. No, the problem is
you.
Yeah.
Try talking to Kenya Power to reconnect your electricity after you've defaulted.
No, but why are you talking to Kenya Power? He said earlier that I like he's the real deal.
Okay.
Because he says we always have to think about the income and the expenses. Kenya Power umekuwa ukilipa Kenya Power miezi ngapi? Kenya Power didn't just to and start cutting your electricity.
You know every month you need to pay them. Yeah.
So we tend to have this amnesia thing. I think that's what he called it. You know, willing, what do you call it? Willing amnesia is something, you know. We need to be honest with ourselves, and this is a good time to start over.
Right.
All right. It is possible. You can find yourself in like, Aki, I don't even know what I'm going to do next. It's all right, but stop and think, how did I get here?
Okay.
What can I do to start digging myself out?
Let me ask Abraham then,
yes,
in that regard, because we need to understand, because we keep on saying that a lot of people are living beyond their means. So Abraham, in your opinion, I do not know whether it's a professional one or just as Abraham, in your opinion, how much should someone, like for example rent, how much should I be paying rent in terms of the percentage? Should it be 20% of my salary? Should it be 15% of my salary? Should it be 10%? I don't know.
Okay, for me, I've had all manner of formulas, and I steer clear of that discussion.
Right.
Because, you know, from an economist perspective, people have different tastes. I may be the person who wants to live well.
Yes.
So maybe my priority is to have a good house, a bad car. I may be a guy who likes a nice car and a bad house. So, and those mixes come in all manner, I mean, in all ways, and in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
So therefore, those ratios may not work.
Okay. True.
But what you need to understand, your global expenses have to fit within your income.
Global expenses.
I like that, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, globally,
see,
whatever it comes
I like
to.
this story.
Yeah,
this
so whatever global global expenses must fit, and you must leave something to save.
Okay.
Now, again, I go back to the question of, I don't want to save for the sake of saving. So I'm saving so that I invest. Why am I investing? I want to invest so that I grow my income further. You know what happens? If that cycle is done long enough, then you stop these discussions of where I live.
Yeah.
Because your income will be so high, even if you throw all the crazy expenses you want to throw, there'll be still money left on the table.
Right.
So that should be ultimate. That I want to do this cycle so many times, invest and grow my cash flow upwards, spiral it up to a level where if I want to go to London today, I just call my travel agent and I go.
Book a flight, 20
Yes. So that now removes, so that now your savings elevates you to a level of income where you can consume at will.
Yes.
And you can consume at your discretion.
Indiscriminately.
When you're still down here, I think saving for medical, saving for bad things, I don't think should be a strategy.
Yeah.
Because what you should do, you should do a risk analysis of your life. What can go wrong? I can get sick, I can die. my kids can throw out of school, and you write all those down.
Yeah, I can lose my job.
Yeah, and you see, but most of those risks, if you look at them very carefully, you don't have to keep them. You can transfer them to somebody else at a minimal cost. You see, because risk is either you avoid it, you transfer it, or you mitigate it.
Okay.
Now we choose to mitigate things that we need to transfer. Because why should you be saving for you to get sick? First of all, why do you think about getting sick? Number two,
because viruses are everywhere. There's a virus here right now.
You see, if you think sickness, it will come your way, for sure.
Yes.
But yes, we do get sick eventually. But why not get a medical cover instead?
Okay.
Where you just pay a small portion. But now people want to get clever. They're like, what if I pay and don't get sick?
I don't get sick. I've wasted that money.
No, you can't think like that.
You see now, if you, we all know we are mortal.
Yeah.
But very, very few people walking around have a funeral cover.
Yeah.
Umashia,
They have
a very nice funeral cover. I've seen people, it saves you the agony of starting WhatsApp group saying so and so RIP. So what I'm saying is, I think our main drive for saving should be elevation of our level of income.
Right.
To a level where we don't have to go through these nitty-gritties and strain ourselves with formulas that may not necessarily be domesticated to our problem.
Okay.
Because when the income is so high, then expenditure can be errant.
Okay.
And you still get away with it.
All right.
Mr. Muzoga, would you say the challenge we are facing as a nation is actually financial literacy more than actually financial problems?
You see, the Waswahili wanasema mwiba wa kujidunga. You see, and you put it very well. You pierce yourself with a thorn and then you cry foul. You see, the thing is this, and you put it very well. Finance, just like anything else, you need to be literate in it. You see, so the thing is, you have to know that yes, I have an income of 100,000. So if my expenses are coming to 110,000, means I'm digging myself into debt. And she said something very interesting. When you see that your debt is consuming a large portion of your cash flow,
yes,
what you need to do is exactly what she said. You call your creditors to a room and tell them now two options: either can't pay, won't pay. Or you restructure your debts to what I can fit.
Yeah.
So the choice is yours.
Because you're living, you see, this blanketing thing of, the help is killing us, Fuliza is killing us, those are not true conversations. Because the first thing is the person these things are killing. Stop. How did I get here? What do I need to do? And I know sometimes you get desperate, you get fearful and all that is allowed. Find help. All right? They're debt management consultants. But the people that you owe money, the big thing is that they want their money back. They're human beings like you and me. Talk to them.
Yeah.
Talk to them, find a way out. So I think and I like his question of, is it that we're
illiterate financially?
We're illiterate financially.
Or we have a financial problem?
Or we have a financial problem. I think it's more illiterate financially. And I say that gently because as a people, we don't talk about money at home. We don't talk about money to our children, all right? We give them pocket money. They spend it any way they want, all right? If they don't have it, they sulk. And we be afraid, and then we give them some more, all right? So they really don't know how to handle money. But they know that we need, then when they're trying to send their friends some money, and then Fuliza pops up, they think it's a way to get money. Nobody told them that. You get money to leverage the money you already have, to grow it. So they think it's free money. It's not really free money. So I think we need to stop pointing fingers and really look at where are the problems first individually, and then in my community.
Basically, we need to arrest ourselves, because we are the problem.
I think so,
Okay. Like you need to have an honest conversation with yourself. Like I remember the first time I was watching a video on YouTube and they asked, what is your net worth? They said, take a pen and paper right now, draw a line right at the center.
Yes.
And on the left, write your liabilities. Yes. On the right, write your assets.
Okay.
Just write down everything and just at the bottom line, draw a total and look at the number. And that thing really shocked me because it was so imbalanced. Like I had so many liabilities and like little or no assets.
So liabilities are things like the loans?
Yeah, the loans. Yes. And
you come back in a rent, nini. Okay.
Yeah. So like stuff that take money away from you without putting money back in most of the time. And once I did that, I just told myself, yo, you need to be serious. You need to. If you don't take your financial seriously, at the end of the day, you're the one who's going to suffer. You're gonna.
It's funny we mentioned this in passing, but it's something that actually happens in terms of the WhatsApp groups that are opened, and then you're thrown. Mungala Mbuvi wedding contribution, wedding committee. Na tunasema every committee member here anatoa
can
20K,
left.
20K, 20K, 20K. How do you deal with such? Because that's a liability. Sometimes it's a close family member. It could be a brother. It could be a cousin. So they throw you into a WhatsApp group, Mufasa. What do you do?
You get out. I like the way they throw you out.
Most of the time, I just jump in and jump out.
Left.
Yeah, like
You can talk to
especially
the
the wedding
person.
ones.
Yeah.
Like if it's medical, I understand. Medical is really serious.
Okay.
Yeah, but the wedding ones, I never even contribute a penny. But I'll come for the wedding.
What if that guy who calls you Friday and he's like, you get my guy? Hey, Mufasa, you guy. Skume me, I can lose 10 G's.
Well, but it's funny. Let me just tell you a brief story. So in 2017 January, this guy comes to me and tells me, "Yo, Bahati, I need 10,000 shillings. It's on a Friday.
Yes.
Can I be your friend?
I'll give it to you on Monday. Okay. Then I remember reading about security for the money you give out.
Yes.
So I told the guy, because you're a camera guy, let me hold your lights and camera. Then on Monday when you pay me,
I'll give it
I'll
back
give
to
you
you.
back. Yes, it's easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy till today, I still have the camera. I still have the lights.
What?
Yes. Yeah.
Because of 10,000 bob.
10,000.
And you see,
could not-
and this is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Like,
He couldn't.
people are literally broke. They can't even afford, and I'm sure that camera must be more than that 10 Gs.
And you get part of financial literacy is learning how to protect your money. So you can imagine, if I hadn't taken the cameras, I would have lost the money,
The 10,000.
and my friend. But we meet in town and we talk, hey, how are you doing? You're good?
So what do you plan to do with the camera?
I've used it, it's probably made me 10 times more money than...
Okay.
But that kind of thing, yeah.
We have a few minutes before we close, but I'm interested in knowing that there's this thing you were telling me earlier on about, is it an app that helps people save money, that helps them do some goals and stuff? What is that all about?
So basically, me and a couple of my friends, I'm in a group like the Bob Colimo one.
Yeah. Oh, you have your boys club.
Yeah, like to be boys club, but we are young people.
Right.
We're the boys club minus the money.
Okay.
So we're trying to, that's what we're trying to work
He's
on.
being modest here. He's being modest.
No, I'm serious. We're trying to work on that. And so we came up with an idea of coming up with a challenge called the Moran Challenge.
Moran.
Yeah,
Like the Maasai Moran.
Yes, the reason why we're calling that is because we believe Morans are the greatest warriors in Kenya.
Yeah.
And basically it has various areas apart from financial. So there's the financial bit where you're supposed to save that 10%, you're supposed to invest.
Is that the one, the 52 challenge?
No, this is
a different one.
This is the Moran Challenge. So it has that. It has a personal development bit where you're supposed to read at least 2 books in a month. You're supposed to help the needy. Then it has a spiritual side. If you meditate, you have to meditate every day. If you pray, you have to pray every day. It has the personal development side where now, I talked about it already, reading and all of that stuff. So it has various segments.
Yeah.
And it has like worksheets that every day you kind of check to help you build the habit. So we are looking to roll that out in January.
Okay.
And see how that goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's only for Morans.
It's
for everyone,
Moranes.
even for Moraneses.
I just wanted to make sure.
I think it's a good thing to include here.
Okay, so as we wind up the discussion, in terms of savings, Mr. Abraham, someone who wants to start a saving culture, what should they look at as far as their income is concerned? Should they start looking at their salary? Should they start looking at their side hustle? Or should they, should they start looking at how their salary can give them a side hustle so they can have bigger savings?
I think first things first. It's a mental shift. Because, you see, if you look with due respect to everybody who has a salary, who works off a salary, because even me, I worked for a long time for a salary.
All right.
An employer keeps you there because you make them more money than they pay you.
Yes.
That's a fact. And they keep you there and make you as comfortable. And the higher you go, the more comfortable it becomes.
Yes.
But if you look at that employee and the way we keep a cow in 0 graze, the difference
You're
is
just being fattened.
Yeah, there's no big difference. And I'm saying this with a lot of respect because I've also been in that place.
All right.
So this person has to understand that it's only the income they have. But income may not be changing.
Okay.
But what they can change is the ratio between consumption and savings. And savings with an intention to invest to grow.
Okay.
Now, when you're investing to grow, as I said, as you talk about side hustle, be very careful which side hustle you want to go into. First, get into the culture of investing before you start going into complicated side hustles. Because you see, the ultimate objective of saving is to grow your income to what I told you, to a level where you're not in the job,
Yes.
Number one. And you will not care even how you spend your money.
Yeah.
Because there'll be so much of it. But that is almost where the sun is.
Yes.
Probably you'll hit somewhere where the moon is.
Yeah.
But that's where you want to go. Because there are people in this world who actually get there.
Okay.
Where someone like Bill Gates now, who wants to solve world problems. Because his problems cannot be solved, his money cannot finish. He's
building toilets right now in Botswana.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you've reached that. That guy doesn't care about savings ratio. He lost those things a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he has got so much money.
Okay.
But if you look at him, there was a time that guy went broke.
True.
You see? So the fundamentals are the same. The methodologies, by and large, are the same.
Okay.
So for a person who is salaried, they must look at that. Of course, this job will come to an end one day.
Yes.
The day that employer will not need you anymore. And nowadays, it's more often than not.
Yes.
So it's good to prepare that day is coming, put a saving, and try and start investing it.
Okay.
Because what I'm avoiding is where you're just putting some stock of money. At the start, when I'm fired, I hear this thing of six salary cover, and then what happens after 6 months?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nikubaya. Frida, 10 seconds. Anything?
Anything. Start with the end in mind.
Okay.
What is your end? How much money do you need at that end?
Yeah.
Where are you right now? Look at the life quadrant. What does it take for you to have fun?
Yeah.
What does it take to take care of your family and your community? What does it take care for you? How much income do you need? And what are the things that you're going to build it on?
All right.
And how will you be remembered?
Okay.
How you spent your money.
Thank you very much. Kenny?
Yeah, I think basically what I'd say is invest in learning about financial literacy because that's where it all starts. Saving is one bit of financial literacy. There's others. There's the investment bit, there's getting out of debt, and so many other things. So dedicating yourself to learning about finances is really, really key for a better financial future.
All right, learning about your finances is the key to having a better financial future. So that's where we leave it at this particular moment. Asante tena sana. Thank you guys for coming through. We're definitely joining that 52 challenge week. If you need to get in touch with any of this gentleman or lady, kindly let us know through our social media pages. That is at K24 TV across Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also text us 21222, and we shall definitely put you in touch. And on behalf of Jeff Mote and Chiko Kaitani, for now, we say kwaheri.